This is kind of a weird one. Hi guys, my name is Zenobia and welcome to my channel. So today's video was going to be kind of, originally was planning on doing like fresh first impressions of a couple of different palettes and reviewing like Hot Topic makeup, but it totally just went in whole different directions. So what happened was I was watching Beauty News last week, and channel Beauty News, I'll link them down below and in the description box, and in the description box. I cannot talk today. And anyway, they were talking about this Nickelodeon palette here, and they were talking about how it sold out and like people don't have it and they couldn't order it online and whatnot. And so what I was thinking was like, where I live, nobody like really, like nothing ever sells out. So even like on Black Friday, like it's not one of those like you have to be there right away. Like people still have doorbusters like hours after Black Friday started. So I went to my local Hot Topic and they just happened to have one left, so I went ahead and picked up the Nickelodeon palette. And as soon as I opened it up today and started using it, I ended up just going nuts and creating what you saw here today. So this is now first impressions of the Nickelodeon palette from Hot Topic / using every color in the palette challenge. So we'll get into that. You guys will get to see how I got this look, and a little bit of my first impressions of the Nickelodeon palette, and then we will wrap it up at the end. Alright guys, so I'm gonna use my Carly Bible palette and use this shade to lay down a base. Whoops. So I'm just going to use a big fluffy brush and put that all over my upper lid, just as a base. This is what I do every day with my makeup, so keep that normal. Alright, so now we get to go into fun Nickelodeon palette. It's wrapped in plastic, so hold on a second to get this off. Got plastic wrap around just like this part of it, which I kind of dig because that means you can't swatch it in the store. Swatch the actual one in the store. Alright, so it does come with a little brush in there. It's also got another little plastic doohickey on it. Comes with a little brush. This feels like one of those like paintbrushes that come in watercolor kits. So I'm not going to use that. I wouldn't use it normally, so I'm just not going to use it. I have my own brushes that I use. And I'm going to try to use as many colors in here as possible. So I'm going to go in with You Idiot here. So dark color, and use that in the crease. So I'm using, this is my M41411 brush by Morphe. Well, that's really bright and pigmented. Wow, I like barely tapped in there. So that's nice. Skipping, I always have skipping right there though. On my little, it's where my lid is a little bit more hooded. So that was one tap and really big. It's like, I'm gonna just show you guys how I kind of tapped. You can see a little bit of kickback there, but I just did that number. And that's what we've got on the brush, like very little bit. So that is awesome. I kind of like trying the palette out before I swatch it. That way I really do have like no idea what I'm dealing with. True first impression. So get that going there. This one was a long way. I like this kind of cranberry color. This is pretty. Alright. Let's see. Now I'm going to go in with Let's do some football head. Do football head. This kind of royal blue, and clean off my brush. Use the same brush, and we're just gonna tap really in there. A little bit of product, and then I'm gonna use circular motions to kind of work this into the outside crease. This look is starting to make me feel a little like 4th of July here. I did tap just a little bit more into this one. So still a lot of pigment. Just didn't get as much on my brush as the first one, so I'm just put it right there on the outside corner. Rainbow eyes today. So I feel like this side's a little bit more blurred out, so I'm gonna add a little bit more product in there. Try not to take it too far towards the center of my mobile lid there, just because I want to use as many colors as possible. All right, now I'm gonna go in with this is an Eddie Funkhauser, like kind of, it's got like a little bit of an angle on it. I don't really, it's a shadow brush, but crease brush. Let's go in with, I'm gonna go in with this purple. It is I'm the Boss shimmer color there. So those are both mattes. Just barely tap it in. Now my Eddie Funkhauser, these brushes are goat hair brushes, and so they are a little bit scratchier, and they tend to cause more kickback with my products. So that's like a, it's not quite as vibrant as I was expecting. Like it's more of a sheer wash of colors, so, but that's okay. Just gonna work that towards the center of my mobile lid. Into the blue. And then, like I said, that I was more kickback because I used this brush. I'm trying to use a variety of brushes with it too, so let's see. Let's go into, let's do this. It's like, it's a all over shadow brush by It Cosmetics, so it's quite a bit softer than the Eddie Funkhauser. I'm going to go in with what is that? Rot. This rot color, the green. So I'm not really getting a lot of pigment there. Kind of, this one seems to have some hard pan on it. Let me see, got a little bit more. I had to kind of really work it in there with this softer brush. So. I feel like there's some falling on my face. I can't really see it. I feel it. But it's going on there. This is quite the look here. But hey, it's a Nickelodeon palette. You gotta really go in for it. Go in for it. Alright. So I'm just going to go back in with the Eddie Funkhauser and pick up a little bit more of that purple. It's like Barney vibes right here now. Alright, there we go. There's that. Oh my gosh, this is looking so outrageous. So let's go in with the I'm Beautiful. It's the shimmer white. And I'm going to take that with a, let's see, which brush am I going to use? I'm going to take this with my M432 flat brush. And I'm just going to put that right in the center under the brow bone. So, okay, good. That's like stark white. It is pretty frosty, but give it just a little bit of lift. And then let's see, let's take, let's do try their brush out, just in case. I'm gonna try their brush out, and I'm gonna take the Oh Fish Decks. This is the matte white, and put that in the center of the, or in the inner corner. It's matte with their brush. Not do too bad for that right there. I'm gonna use every color on this palette, I think. Oh, we'll do the slash every color in the palette challenge too. Okay, so do that, and I'm gonna layer over it. I think I'm gonna use He Loves Me, and we'll use their brush again because that's a shimmer, and I'm gonna layer that over. So it actually came off really well with that brush. I think the green one just had some issues, but I'm gonna layer that right over the white. The inner corner. And then I'm also going to go back with my M432 flat brush and take that same color and go on the outer corner or outer edge of my brow bone, right there, and blend it into the white. And then now we're going to take the bottled, I'm going to take the pink bottled up and the High No Diggity orange color, and I'm going to put those under my lower lash. And I'm going to take that same 432 flat brush and do that. So we'll work with the pink on the outer corner, I'm thinking. And then we'll put, oh, and the pink is all dolled up, and then we'll put High No Diggity right here in the center. And that one's got some pigment. The denser brushes really do just like pick up that pigment. I got way too much under there. Alright, one more color, I can do this. When I think about it, I'm going to put a little bit more of He Loves Me back in the inner corner. Okay, where are we going to put it? Where are we going to put it? Let's do, so we have Smashing. It's our last color here. And what are we going to do? Where should we put you? Let's see. She's an Urban Decay brush. This is just one of the brushes that come in the palette. I feel like they're all the same. I'm going to use the flatter side and get Smashing and put that under the brow and make it like a triangle motion. So I'm going to really highlight in there, in the middle there. Yeah, we did it. All the colors. Totally not intended to do that, but there we go. I feel like these went on really well. So we'll see how they wear throughout the day. And this is the look so far. Ooh, and I'm not going to cover anything up with liner, so I just want to do mascara real quick, and we will be all ready to go. This is such a crazy look. I kind of feel like a clown, but at the same time, I kind of digging it, and I really like the way these went on. They went on really nicely. I feel like I did not have to work for my pigment at all, which I love, and we're going to see how they wear throughout the day. Just going to use my Clinique Chubby Lash Mascara, and we will see how they wear out throughout the day, and we'll give you guys an update on that throughout the day. And then I'm really impressed about how they went on and how pigmented they were. And I used a variety of brushes, so whatever brushes you prefer, like silicone brushes. I mean, there are silicone brushes for your eyes, but synthetic or natural hair, or do you just use the ones that come in the palette, whatever. We did them all today, so, and I feel like they all did a pretty good job. So there we have it, our final look there. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in just a second. Be the rest of the day for me, but just a second, and we'll take a look at how our eyeshadows did. Alright guys, so here is the eye makeup look once again. I have been wearing this eye makeup for about 11 hours now. It's a closed eye view. You can see the green has worn out a little bit right up here, and it's really just concentrated down here, but the green was having issues in the beginning, so that's not surprising. Everything else looks like it wore pretty well. The center here, I'm always like rubbing my center eyes, so that I think stayed pretty well for that. And yeah, let me see, it's a little blurry. Let's see if I can, there we go. Oh, okay, there you go, now you can see. There it is. So like I was saying, the green just a little bit right there, and then the center, but I am constantly like doing like this number to my eyes, so that's not a surprise there. The orange didn't do too well either down here, but again, that's in the center there where I'm like constantly doing this. But I think these were really well. I'm really impressed as far as first impressions go. But I'll be testing this makeup out for a couple more weeks, and we'll give you final thoughts then in a couple weeks. So zoom back out and I'll give you my final first impression / wrap up this video. Alright guys, so I am pretty impressed with this palette. I kind of went nuts with this lip, but I love it. I even went by my like job today and they were like, whoa. And so we have this whole joke about my hair and offensive colors, and not that my boss thinks my hair is offensive, but it's like a kind of inside joke type of thing, and he's like, that makeup's a little offensive there, just teasing me a little bit. But let me give you some details about the palette. I knew I had the receipt somewhere. So this palette retails for $17, and I got it for $12.50. They were having a sale where you got like 25% off if you bought a makeup bag, and you got 25% off the makeup bag too. And so even though I don't need any makeup bags, I bought one anyway and got this little guy. So saved just over $4 on that. And I also ended up picking up this palette. It is the Ohana palette from Lilo & Stitch, and I'm going to do a first impressions on this, and then I will do a follow-up video in a couple weeks on both of these, because right now I really love the way these wore, other than the green, which I had issues in there where it had like already some hard pan on it, and they wrap it so like people can't go in there and touch it and put their fingers in it. So other than this one, this green color here that already had hard pan, then I didn't have any problems with the application. Everything went on really smoothly and was pigmented, and so we will continue testing this guy out and see what kind of fun looks I can come up with, and I'll update you in a couple of weeks. I hope you enjoyed the whole one look with all of the colors. These are some crazy colors I'm going to put together, but I really did have a lot of fun today creating this look. So pretty out there and not for the faint of heart. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you're not subscribed and you'd like to be, there's a button right up here that you can click and subscribe, and there's a couple videos in the bottom of the screen that you can also watch me on, and there is also videos linked down in the description box. And thank you again for watching. Let me know if you do the one palette using all the colors in one palette challenge. I'd love to see what palettes you choose and what looks you come up with. And thank you again. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.